Hello, my name is Louis Lee, and this is my man Arco, and this is Concrete and Campfire. And we do this every couple weeks. So tell all your friends that if you're into anything off grid or in the woods or even urban stuff, we talk about it here. What's up, man?
How you doing, brother?
Good
to see you guys again. I know Tracy's back there hiding in the background somewhere.
Yeah, she's right here.
Hi.
Hello.
I try to pull her in the camera, but she don't want to have it. Yep.
Man, I went to Menards earlier and grabbed some doors and stuff and for Chooks, and I was coming back, and my van, that work van, it's like 2-wheel drive, no traction. I get to Menards, and I'm not even joking. There was like big snowflakes. Just I couldn't even see. I was like, all right, wow. I'm screwed now. And I was like, I had my bug out bag sitting next to me and my coffee, and I was like, yeah, I'm spending the night here, man. I got out of there though. I barely made it back, but.
So how many inches of snow you guys got?
Actually, we didn't get nothing here in Big Falls, but in International Falls, we were getting hammered.
Oh, really?
And that's on the Canadian border. Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, and it's nuts. I mean, I want to make sure everybody's answering me here. So.
Yeah, we got Bill's in the chat. Hey, Bill.
Edge of eternity, Mr. Cameron.
Yes, sir. So my thought was today to talk about off-grid safety and off-grid stuff. So throughout our travels, we've been traveling for almost a year. Next month it'll be a year that we've been on the road, and so we've been off-grid a little bit here and there, and then we'd go somewhere where we can plug up. So we haven't been off-grid totally until now. We've been off-grid for 2 months. Totally off grid, no plugging up, no hookup water. So what we have to do now is every 10 days, we have to go fill our water tanks up. We have a 100-gallon water tank and a 100-gallon gray tank. So by every 10 days, we have to go fill the water up and dump the tanks. So where we're at here in Arizona at Quartzsite, we paid for 7 months to stay on BLM land. Yep. And where we're at, they have water hookup where you can go fill your water tanks and where you can dump your tanks and throw your trash away.
So it's hardly costing anything to live there then?
No, not hardly. I bought some gas for my generator because some days it's cloudy. And it's been kind of cold here at night. So we've been running our heat. And so that uses up some of the power. So we run our generator sometime. So you need gas for that, which isn't much. So I think I probably spent maybe $30 in gas in the last 2 months for my generator.
That's awesome.
No water bill, no electric bill. So most of our whole bus is all electric. So we got down to about 5% a couple times, but we had ran the heater all night and we didn't have much sunlight. But we've been living off grid, man. Other than that, I mean, the generator is the only thing that we had to put gas in and charge up my batteries.
And how's the weather been there, though?
It's been pretty good. It's a little chilly the last couple of days, but it's getting warmer now. But we've been in the 60s. But it's a little different 60s than back home.
But you're not getting cabin fever, getting stuck in the bus. I mean, you're able to go outside and work on the leather and stuff like that.
Yeah. So we've been going out, we go into town and walk around. They got a big gym and rock show going on. So we went there today. Weather is beautiful. So yeah, we're just living out here in the desert, man. And everybody out here is doing the same thing. You're off grid. And people are doing it in unbelievable stuff. Let me show you.
I gotta say, if you don't mind, I gotta say hi to my girls, Heavenly and Mia. Papa loves you guys. Oh, they're watching us right now. So
that's your daughters?
My grandbabies.
Grandbabies, okay.
Yep.
I'm gonna show you a picture and you're gonna trip on this. So when people say that they don't have enough room to, go camping and stuff, look at this. Now this guy is in the middle of the desert in a smart car. Now wait, let me show you the trailer. A little bit better picture of the trailer. And that's one of those motorcycle trailers.
Yeah.
So he pulled that trailer in that smart car, and he's out in the middle of the desert.
That's bigger than my cabin, man.
and you know, he has a little water cooler on it, little table. And when we rode by, we were on the freeway, right, coming back to the campground, and we seen him on the side of the road. So I got off and we went around to where he was at, and he's sitting in the driver's seat reading a book. So that's his lounge chair.
Yeah.
His tow vehicle.
That's super cool.
So when people say, you know, I need a lot of stuff to go off grid or to go camping, it's not. I mean, there's people out here with box trucks. There's people out here with homemade campers. I mean, just you see everything from a $30 tent up to a $500,000 RV are out here.
Man, that's sweet.
I look out the front window, I see tents, and I look over here and I see $100,000 RVs or campers, and then over a little bit further, the big boys with the $500,000 joints.
We've been watching that guy. That he's still on his bicycle with his tent there in Quartzsite. It's been like 3 weeks, and I was kind of wanting to get a hold of the guy somehow. You know, get a hold of him and get him on our show. That would be awesome. Yeah,
if I see him, I'll talk to him. But yeah. I feel bad for him at night because the temperature dropped. Like last night, it was what, in the 30s, high 30s.
Bro, hey, this guy's tough. He's in a tent with a sleeping bag. I watched him do videos he's been through Alaska, Montana, Idaho. Wow. I mean, this guy went in some brutal place. He stayed in Montana. One time it was like a week and a half, and all he had was a couple of candy bars, and that's it. I mean, this guy he's surviving is what he's doing. You know what I mean?
He's working it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know what the fella's talking about. See.
Yeah, my son's lady's gonna be popping out another kid tomorrow, so I'll have 3 grandbabies up on here watching, man. That'd be cool.
Oh, congratulations.
Million little girls.
Yeah. So we have 5 grandsons and 1 granddaughter.
Yeah.
Yep. There's one. So she's gonna be protected, I believe.
Oh yeah. No joke.
Bill. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, Bill just retired, so he's got the easy life. He's gonna be moving to Quartzsite pretty soon. Watch.
Come on, Bill. We got a spot for you right here. I'll leave the light on.
Hey, you can use my camper.
Yeah, there's a lot of room out here, man. But it's been really packed, or people have been coming in all day. Trey said, it's incredible. I would have never imagined to be able to live like this.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah,
I love that we got to go help you with the bus, and then build it for you and your family, and then all of a sudden now you guys are there, you're doing it, and that is like, man, that is so cool to be able to see really that.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, we're beside ourselves still about how all you guys came and helped us. Yep.
I bet you're having a blast too.
Yeah, man. I mean, the stress level is way down. I mean, we just, we wake up in the morning and what do you want to do?
That's awesome. What was the name of the title of the show tonight? What were we talking about with the off-grid?
Off-grid safety.
So what did you mean by that?
So when I'm looking around, I'm seeing that, everybody's off-grid, but some people are getting off-grid away from everybody, like you can go way deep into the desert. I don't think that's really safe, man. I mean, I know you want to get away from people, but man, you got some nut jobs, you know what I mean? And you're way out by yourself, man. I don't think that's too safe. There's enough room where you don't have to be next to people, but getting yourself too far off grid, I mean, like deep in the desert, I don't like that.
Well, and then you have poisonous scorpions and snakes, and I mean, you know how you could roll your ankle in the sand, and especially if you're out there by yourself,
Yeah. So out here, the terrain is really rocky. There's rocks
Yeah.
everywhere. The whole desert's rock out here. So yeah, you could twist the ankle real quick. Yeah. And if you're too far out, man, you can't holler for help. Like I can holler and somebody can hear me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But you know, I've seen a couple of videos people are posting, and they're way out away from everybody. So you know, things like that to think about. Yeah, and then they're online telling people. So going online telling people you're, you know, way out in the woods or in the desert. So I was talking to a guy today at the water hole, I call it, where you fill up your water tanks, and he said that last year he was in New Orleans, and it snowed. They said it was the first time it snowed there in 100 years.
Oh wow!
And he said that he's from Minnesota. I don't know exactly where, but he said he's from Minnesota. So he said, I always carry antifreeze and stuff to winterize the RV, and he takes that with him everywhere because you never know how cold it's going to get. He said when he was down there, it got cold and nobody could find the stuff to winterize because they don't need it down there.
Right.
But people's pipes and stuff were freezing, but not his because he had the stuff with him. So that's another safety thing. When you go off grid, have stuff, even if you're going to a place that's super hot, you don't know what's going to happen. You know, God can throw a switch, man, and it'd be cold. So you got to be prepared for that kind of stuff.
But not only that, you have to think internally, like your rig, if it starts getting super hot outside and it's 100 degrees outside, you know, it might be 180 or 200 degrees by one of your motherboards or your computer or your fans or electrical, you know, your battery bank or whatever. I mean, you know, you need to have you know, and we've talked about that before, but you need to have like fire extinguishers and ways to, you know, disconnect and put fires out and whatever while you're in there too. So you got one right there, don't you?
Yep. Wait a minute, the wife's getting snacks out of the thing.
Come on.
Moving the camera and everything. Yeah, fire extinguishers. I still didn't order those fireballs yet. Because you have to order them and it takes like a couple weeks. So I'm gonna wait probably when I get home to get them. But these fireballs, they're about big as a softball, maybe a little bit bigger than a softball.
Yeah.
And you put them wherever you want to protect. So if I wanted to put it in my my solar cabinet, I just put it in there, or you can hang it. And if anything catches on fire, it's like a powder that blows up inside and it puts out fire.
So it instantly smothers the fire or whatever.
Yeah,
that's cool.
And I think you can get different type for different areas. Like if you have electronics, you want a certain type, you know. Yep. Can you think anything, babe?
Nope.
And then you have cameras on your rig, and then ways to protect yourself, like you were saying. If any weirdos are outside or whatever, you can lock your door and you know, you can watch what's going on outside at the same time.
Right.
Which that makes it really nice. You know, traveling's dangerous as it is, man.
Yeah, it really is. So here's another thing we did. Instead of putting a curtain up across the driver's compartment, I have curtains that wrap around the windows. So if somebody's outside messing around, I can get in the driver's seat and get myself prepared to start it up and take off. But if you just have a wall blocking, then they can see you getting in the driver's seat. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's another thing I thought of with safety. You know, block your windows out where you can still get in your driver's seat and start up and pull out if you have to. So that's another thing.
And of course you have first aid kit on there. You have your bug out bags. I mean, I think, to be honest, I think you guys are really prepared. The biggest threat to me that I would think of is like what you're talking about. If you are posting online where you're at and some weirdo comes over there to mess around with your stuff or mess around with, you know, you, I mean, God forbid they do that, because, you know, we're not the type of people to do that to, but.
Right. So I try to delay when I post stuff. Like if I film today, I try to do it later on at night or the next day.
And we don't tell people where we are.
Yeah, we don't tell people exactly where we're at either, especially when you're on the road. Because I got my name and stuff on the side of the bus, my YouTube channels and stuff. So people will message me and say, "Hey, I just seen you on route, wherever," and which is pretty cool. But that's why you really don't want to put out, where you're at, and overnight or stuff like that.
Right.
Our family can follow us.
Yeah, only our family, they have us tagged where they can follow us on the map.
What's up, 615, Tim, and Taylor, and everybody's in here right now. Cool.
Yeah, hello, everybody. Appreciate you guys coming on for sure.
And then right here, Young Hollywood, that's my son right there. So he's on
Little-
here with the babies right now. So
Little
yeah.
Arco, look just like you.
poor guy.
Even the mannerisms. So with my cameras, cameras are really cheap now. I mean, you can get cameras pretty cheap. But what I did is I bought a whole bunch of ring doorbells. So I got a doorbell on both sides of the bus and the back. So you can ring the doorbell. You might be on the side of the bus because the cameras are the same, but they're cheap.
Yeah. Do you have that lag on yours? Like in my shop, when somebody comes up, there's like a lag and then it starts recording and it'll literally shut me out where I can't see who's there. And
really?
I get so mad at that. It just drives me crazy. It's like, I want to know who's at my door and what's going on right now,
Yeah. So
and there's about a 10-second delay.
Yeah. So mine at home sometimes does that. This one here are pretty good. I think it's all in the Wi-Fi. I think it's connected with the Wi-Fi. So you might have to move your router maybe a little bit closer to the cameras or add a router to it. Say I got Starlink and it's on the roof, right? And I got it on a pole. It's about 5 feet, 10 feet up. So the camera on my passenger side, it has a lag to it because it's so far away from the router. So you might want to put a extender on it. Wi-Fi signal extender. So that's what I got to do here in the bus for that one camera on this side. It lags a little bit.
And your bus is metal, so it's not going through the wall or whatever as quick. Huh.
Yep.
So on a speed shop here too.
Yeah. So my other two cameras, like the door camera and the one in the back, they're closer to the router because it's on that side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a extender so it hits all the way around.
Yeah, that'll be sweet.
And what's nice about the Ring cameras, you can set it to do different things. Like when somebody walks up, it'll say, you are being recorded, stuff like that. At home, that scared a couple of people away because they knew they're on camera because it starts talking to them.
Right.
So you can set them to do a lot of different things. Pretty cool.
I wonder if mine does that. I think it probably does. So I'd have to look at it,
Yeah. Yep. And so my dog, he'll know what door you're at too. He'll hear it. It's like somebody's at your door or back door or front door. He'll know what door to go to.
That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, mine's gonna say something like, stand still, you're in sight, or something like that.
Yeah, the dot is on you. Yeah, so just you gotta be aware when you're out traveling or you're off grid. We have people traveling with us. So everybody kind of watches out for each other. But if you're by yourself, man, you really gotta step up your game.
And going to different places like different states and whatever too. The other thing that I noticed is the scammers or the con men are a lot worse because they're like, that's a tourist. If you look like a tourist, they're going to treat you like a tourist. They're going to try to scam your ass. They're going to try to, get your wallet or whatever,
Yep. And what's funny? Here at Quartzsite, we don't feel like tourists. We feel like we belong here. That's how nice the people are. You know what I mean? Like everywhere we go, we're meeting friends and meeting people. And it's like, I guess it's because everybody else is from somewhere else.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's pretty cool, man. It's a nice community. Let's build time out. Let's see. Let me know if you want to put anything up. So that's what I'm noticing about traveling and safety off grid stuff, little stuff like that. Now, here's about the animal side of it too. So they have scorpions here, and I guess they hide under rocks or under things. So what I found from researching a little bit, they said most people get stung by a scorpion walking barefoot. So that's something you got to think about out here in the desert. But it's so rocky. I can't imagine somebody walking out here barefoot.
I was gonna say, I'm not Cody Lundeen. I'm not gonna be out there walking around barefooted. There's no way, man. I can't even hardly make it across my living room, man, without shoes on. You know what I mean?
Dude, I can't walk. When I get up in the morning, I put my shoes on, and when I go to bed, I take my shoes off.
Yep.
I can't. I can feel something on the carpet.
Yep.
Yeah, but you got like skis, bro. Those are like big old Bigfoot, man.
Yeah, so I can feel more stuff. See. My family calls me Chief Whitefoot because my feet are white. Because I never take my shoes off. We went to we went to the Florida Keys a couple years ago, and I wore flip flops to the beach, and it looked like
I had socks on.
Looked like I had white socks on.
Oh man,
your family's the worst, man. They talk about you.
Oh yeah, they talk crap on you bad. Yeah, I would never do something like that to my family.
Right. All right, so chat, let's get some ideas from you. If you guys had any experiences or anything you can share, let us know. We'll throw it on the screen.
I was trying to think of there's a Kurt Russell movie. Maybe somebody can look it up. Hollywood, if you can, that Kurt Russell movie that they break down that Jeep Cherokee on the side of the road because those guys cut their wires or whatever, and they get it to where those people are broke down because they're at a gas station and they go down the road a little ways. The vehicle breaks down. That's another thing that you got to watch out for because when you were talking about your bus and whatever, I've heard in the past where people have pulled up next to people on the highway and they said, "Hey, they're like pointing and yelling and something's wrong." And then when the people are, pulled over, they jump out with a fire extinguisher and, blow it all over their back wheel and say, "Oh man, I think you got a bearing that went out or something. It was almost on fire. It was smoking when you're going down the road." And they're messing with these old people. And then they, "Hey, come over here to my shop." And they wanted one of two things. They either, take their motor homes and their wallets and all their belongings, or they're like, "Hey, we can fix it." And they're like, "Well, yeah, fix it. I need it. It's my home. I have to drive in this thing." Right. And then they charge them, they do nothing to it. And they charge it, come back in 3 or 4 days and they charge them, $5,000, $6,000, $7,000, ripping these people off.
Yeah.
It's messed up. So you got to watch yourself on the road with stuff like that too,
Yeah. I didn't think about that. That makes sense. It's a shame that we have to think this way, but we got to think this way. Is this it?
Yeah. That's the movie. It's called Breakdown. It's with Kurt Russell. And yeah, he's at a gas station. He pisses some guy off. So he's got his hood up. Well, he goes inside the gas station. And when he's inside the gas station, the guy cuts some wires underneath his hood. And then they take off, get a couple miles down the road, and they're in the middle of nowhere and in Arizona, go figure.
Yeah.
And then so, they're broke down on the side of the road and they end up taking this guy's wife and stuff. And you got to be careful of that crap, man. Like, especially nowadays, you don't want to trust people, man.
Yeah.
That's why I always say trust no one. I mean, that's somebody comes up to me and when you live the street life like we have, you start getting street knowledge and streetwise and you become like a different style person where there's been times where people have come up to me and I'm like, "Get out of my face, man. Just back it up." Yep. I don't know what you want. I don't want to know what you want. Just go away. And then they just keep bumping their gums. And I'm like, I'm going to knock your damn dentures out in about 2 seconds,
Right.
Because you could just tell that they're up to no good.
Yep. When I pull in somewhere and somebody's walking toward me, I'll give them this.
Yep.
And they get the message pretty much right away. But
I'll do the same thing.
Yep. No, I ain't got nothing for you.
Or like when they come up And I try not to be like this, man, because I try to give people change or whatever if I feel they need it or whatever. But like if somebody comes up on you or getting in your no square, oh man, it's like, hey, like you said, you're like this, hey, back it up right now. And then if they don't, I'm going right at them. I'm like, man, you're gonna be spitting teeth out in about 2 seconds.
I heard a guy say, I'd rather offend somebody I don't know to stay safe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Agreed 100%.
All right, bro. You gotta back up. Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
and who knows? Most people might just come up to be like, "Hey, I like your bus, whatever." But I mean, there's just certain people, man. And you got to go on that feeling. If you get that feeling that somebody's coming up to do you or your family harm, your dog, your wife, your vehicle or whatever, or steal something from you, you got to squash that right now. Because if not, once it starts, there's people that will have other people hidden behind your bus or vehicle or what, and they'll come up on you. Pretty soon you're outnumbered 3 or 4 or 5, whatever. I mean, you don't want to mess around,
Yeah. So another safety thing is check all the laws, state laws with guns, if you can carry your gun and stuff. I have an app. I belong to USCCA. It's an insurance company that helps you if you get in a shooting or if you're in a say I got a self-defense problem. They'll give me a lawyer and get me out of jail and bail and all that stuff. But anyway, they have an app that has a map on it. So every state that I come up to, it alerts me and starts telling me what the laws are there. If you're allowed to have concealed carry or if you're allowed to, have open carry, whatever the case. So that's a pretty good app to have to let you know what state you can carry in and all the laws.
Look at my son's comments. Oh man.
See, I'm too sexy to go to jail, so I like to know what the laws are so I don't get in trouble. But another thing about traveling, you don't know the neighborhoods. Some neighborhoods might look good, but it might be a bad neighborhood. Back home, I got neighborhoods that are nice neighborhoods, but idiots live there. You know what I mean?
Like the slums, huh?
Yeah. So you got to kind of be real aware of where you're going. So do a lot of research on your maps and stuff like that. It's a good idea to like if you stay at Walmarts, like we stay at a lot of Walmarts or Cracker Barrels, but a lot of Walmarts are in bad areas. So here's a trick you can do is call the police department and let them know that you're going to be staying at Walmart overnight, and they'll kind of let you know if it's a safe area. Or they'll say, well, we'll be patrolling around there. We'll keep an eye out.
Don't be lying to me. You know what happens? You call and you're like, hey, is this a safe way? And then all of a sudden, Louis, is that you? Get out of my hood, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to see your bus over here again.
Yeah.
That's what really happens. I know how it works, man. Guys like us, they're like, nah.
Like we heard about
that thing, like you're saying, that goes back. That's the cops doing it this time,
Yeah. Go to another Walmart.
The cops here in my town, every time they see us or my son and I are doing something, or either Heidi's rolling her eyes at us or the cops are like, oh my God, like, here we go again. Yeah, it's always something.
That's great. But this little stuff like that to pay attention to when you're traveling. It's not really that hard if you pay attention. But a lot of people don't pay attention. They're, trusting the atmosphere, I guess.
And it's hard with you because like you have a nice bus that you guys put a lot of money into and fixed it all up, got it the way you want. It's all tricked out. You want to show people your bus. You're like, hey, come on my bus and whatever. But then pretty soon they're leaving and you're like, hey, my wallet, my gun, my wallet, whatever was sitting right here. Where's it at? Or they get inside that bus and do something like, pull a knife or a gun and God forbid this happens. I'm just saying, like, you got to watch your back at all times, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. So before we came to your show, we were at a bus rally in Upper Peninsula, and there was a whole bunch of schoolies, and you could put in the window if you let tours or so you want to show yourself about because he built it. So we had a tour. A couple people came through, and so I usually never take my bracelet off, right? But for some reason, the night before, I took it off, put it on the counter. I usually don't take it off. I put it in the bedroom, with everything. So I couldn't find it. I'm like, oh man, can't find my bracelet. So my wife was like, well, there was one guy in there. He went in there after you went out, and he went back in. And so we were thinking the guy stole it, right? And I'm like, oh man, if I see this dude, I'm gonna break his legs. I was so mad because I love this thing, right?
Yeah.
So we leave, and I think we go to your house. I think I found it when we were at your place. It was in a cup in the back of the counter. It like fell in the counter. Man, I was so happy to see it. But if I would have seen that guy, I probably would have jumped on him, man, because I was so mad because I use this all the time and I love it, man. And they don't sell it no more.
Yeah, that's a Leatherman too, huh?
Yeah, Leatherman. Yep.
Yeah, and then here you go and beat the piss out of this dude, and this guy's laying bleeding out on the ground, and you're like, oh, that ain't my bracelet.
Yeah. So
I've heard that's happened before.
You've heard. Yeah. So yeah, you gotta be real careful when you let people in your space too.
Yeah. Love you, Rose.
Yep. So tell us a little bit about your
what's up, Terry? What's that?
Tell us a little bit about your cabin. I know you've been bouncing in there a lot.
Oh, my son and I were out there the other day. We've actually been building ghillie suits and practicing out in the woods, trying them out, and we're doing these winter ghillie suits. Mm-hmm. We don't hunt or nothing like that. We're just practicing survival skills and like camouflage and techniques and whatever. And it's pretty cool because Heidi has her clothing company, so she got me some white pants, like jogging pants or whatever you call them, and then a top like a sweatshirt with a pocket and everything, and a hood. And I've been my son brought over some shoe goo, that glue stuff, and I've been cutting old t-shirts and putting that over the white material and stripping it with I have a picture of it. That's what I was looking up right now to show you. But so I've been building a snow ghillie suit and practicing stuff with it. And man, I'm telling you what, it's super effective. It's crazy how much it blends in when you're out in the woods, And
oh yeah.
You could walk right out in the woods and it's like boom, you're gone. And like in this picture, you can see the backpack. You can see my backpack deals, but now I got Wednesday. I have some material showing up in the mail, and I'm gonna wrap the backpack deals with the white. And then my son got me a really cool face mask that's all white. And then I took different colored camouflage paints, greens and browns and whatever. And I took some like pine needles and spruce needles and kind of put a couple little colors on it so that when you go out in the woods now, it's like you're a ghost, man. Yeah. And just that's what we've been doing out at the cabin is, and that's one of the reasons I built the cabin is to, go practice my skills or to have a spot to go out there. Like my son and I, before we took off out in the woods the other day on a long hike, we made a steak and potatoes and onions. And I don't know how we even walked away from the cabin. We ate so much food, man. We were stuffed. But no, it's been a blast, And the next thing I'll do is like when the winter goes away and we get back into spring and summer and whatever, then I'm gonna start building ghillie suits for those seasons also.
Yeah, each season. Yeah, that's a good idea.
We're talking about doing maybe doing some spots out in the woods, or we're not really sure where yet. But one of our pieces of property, we're talking about doing airsoft wars and like making a course where we can go out there and practice our skills with camouflage and chasing each other and shooting each other and whatever. And just it's a hobby, but I mean, I think doing something like that, you're training yourself. You're training your capabilities. What can you do? It's physical, and then if you're cold, like if we're doing a winter scenario, well, you need a couple of fires out there in the woods to keep warm, and everybody can huddle around the fire. Well, who's going to start the fire? Well, make it a skill where you can get a fire going out in the woods and with wet material. Don't just say, hey, here's some gas and some wood. And I'm talking about like using your skills out there. You know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of what we're pushing towards right now, and doing that out there where the cabin is. And so we went on a long hike the other day, not to keep rambling, but I found so many spots I haven't even seen before out there. And it was fun because, I kind of always tend to stay in the same area. And we went way out there by the river. And man, it's beautiful out there.
Yeah.
So it was a lot of fun. And I don't know, worked on our ghillie suits and whatever. So it was a blast out there. Yeah, my son took snow and put it on a stick. He was saying it was plastic snow. It was government snow because it wouldn't melt. It was turning black, and it was just like it wasn't dripping. It wasn't doing nothing. It wouldn't even melt, man. We were staying there forever. Yeah.
My daughter says that all the time, that this ain't real snow, it's government snow.
It's different, man.
Yep.
I had a big pile of snow in my shop, and I laid a torch, like one of those propane map torches. I lit it in front of the snow, and it did not melt at all. In like 15, 20 minutes, it just sat there burning the snow. It was black snow, and this stuff would not melt. I'm like, what?
It's kind of scary.
Yeah, man. It's crazy. Oh, check this out. Ozark guy just showed up. So this guy, hey, brother, I don't know your name, man. I'm sorry. I just got to know you on your channel and your live and stuff the other night. I'm super honored to have you here, though. But we sent him a message the other night, and I would love to get him on our channel. And so you got to go check out his YouTube channel and sub him and stuff. They go and do he does a bunch of skills out in the woods, and he does some camping in like old crusty like toppers off trucks. Right. And he's got some great videos, man. He's same thing, practicing skills out in the woods and whatever. And he's in the Ozarks. And did he put his name up here? Randy, okay. Ozark Great Adventures YouTube channel. Randy. I won't forget that. That was my uncle's name. So right on. Man, it's so cool to have you here, man.
Say it again. Ozark what?
Ozark. Can you put that up on the channel, on the screen? It's Ozark Great Adventures YouTube channel.
Okay, here we go.
And everybody that's here in the chat, if you guys don't mind going over and subbing his channel, man. What's up, John? Oh, and then Matt Thompson. What's up, brother? He came over from Ozark channel also, so that's really cool.
Oh, sweet. Glad to have you guys.
Great. This is great, man. Thanks, you guys. I appreciate the support.
Yeah, we'll if you instant message me or actually put your stuff here, and I'll get a hold of you guys and get you on here maybe next week or 2 weeks from now. The next show.
Yeah, I would really like to get Randy on our channel to not really interview him, but have him on our podcast, have him up here and ask him some questions or whatever. So, cool. We'll probably scare the guy off. Who knows? He's a crack up though, man. He's a good dude.
Nice. Yeah, I'm gonna.
So if you're still listening, Randy, I got to tell you, me and Heidi, we were watching your channel one night, and she's like, "Who in the heck is this guy?" And I go, "I don't know. I'm just gonna check him out, And that's when you were doing the camp out in that topper out in the woods. And we were laughing our butts off, man. I almost spit my coffee out, and I was like, this guy's cool. And we subbed your channel, started watching you from there on out,
Okay, I just subbed.
Right on. Yeah, we're in Big Falls, Minnesota on the Canadian border, way up north.
Here's his channel, guys. So go check him out, and we'll try to get him set up for here in a couple weeks.
Awesome.
Sweet.
And then right there, obviously Heidi is that's my lady. But no, he's got some great videos. If you get a chance to go check his channel out, he's got some good stuff on there, man. And he does these really neat abandoned like old buildings and stuff in different places that on his videos, And obviously he's in the Ozarks, so they travel around and go to these different buildings and kind of creepy old buildings, you know, and they go around and talk about the history of them and stuff. Really cool.
So where is the Ozarks exactly?
The Appalachians, no? Appalachian Mountains? I mean, I used to live in the Ozarks, and I don't even know I was in Missouri, so.
Okay. Yeah, because I heard a couple of people talk about it, but I think there's more than one.
No, that was me that was hiding out in the woods, bro. I was in a ghillie suit, and we were just talking about that. We made a ghillie suit, and my son and I went out in the woods, and my son was filming, and then I kind of hid real quick, just like, 5 seconds, boom, dropped down and hid, and like disappeared. That whole, you can't see nothing when I'm out there in the snow with that outfit on, And I was just telling Louis that that ghillie suit's all homemade. It cost me less than like $20 to make it. It's all made out of like t-shirt material and a jogging suit, and it worked good. Yeah, Heidi was talking about he did a video on I don't know how you pronounce that right. Pitcher, Oklahoma, I guess it is. And I'm near. Oh, you're near Branson? Yeah. See, I used to live in Wapapella, Missouri, years ago. I lived there for like 3 years. It was pretty cool. Actually, my son was born there.
She's saying me and my wife are nomads. Heidi was saying that to them.
What's that?
Heidi was saying that me and my wife are nomads.
You lost me.
Somebody must. Let's see. I'm going back further. Here's what Heidi put on about me and my wife.
Oh, I got you.
Yeah. So yeah, we're nomads. We're trying to become hippies if we can find the right clothes. So that's pretty cool. His channel's playing over here. It's pretty cool what he has going on.
Yeah, he's got some great videos, and I think he just started that channel. To be honest, like we just started this channel. We have other YouTube channels. I have my Outlaw Edge channel, and I've had that one going for a long time. But Louis and I decided to start this channel and do like survival skills and urban survival skills, camping, hiking, whatever, anything outdoors, or any skills that would keep you protected from life or whatever,
Yep.
or prepping,
Yep.
But
So,
it's been a lot of fun,
Yeah, so now that we're on the road, I forgot all my food prep stuff at the house. It's not doing me no good there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So
Man.
I gotta put a couple more toolboxes on the bus. So I'm gonna use those for survival foods. No, we don't work together. We're just brothers.
So on your bus, like if, for instance, if there was civil unrest or martial law or something tomorrow, and you had to just take off into the desert right now in your bus, I mean, how long with water, food, supplies, everything could you last? I mean, could you do a week or 2 weeks without a problem?
Well, I could probably do 3 weeks. The only reason I'm doing like 10 days now because we had to empty our tank.
Yeah.
Our wastewater tank. So if I could just go somewhere deep in the woods, I'll just let it flow. You know what I mean? Just let it
right
out on the ground.
Which in a normal everyday situation, you never do that. But if like civil unrest happens and something bad is going on, you're not going to give a crap. I mean, no pun intended, but you know what I'm saying?
So here's where I'm at. So I can go about 14 days to 20 days of water. I have a full-size refrigerator, so if we have that full of food, and I have a water bladder. I have a 60-gallon water bladder with a pump, so I can go out in my Jeep because I pull the Jeep behind the. I can go out in the Jeep, fill the water bladder up, and bring it back.
That is amazing.
and pump it into the bus.
I'm
So
glad you said that because I was actually thinking, like, I wonder if you have a way to bring water to your bus. You know, that is cool.
Yep.
Yeah, you set up good, you know.
yeah, and I have a portable filter system too. So I could take the filter system with me, pump it out of the lake or wherever into my water system into the bus.
That's amazing. And I mean, obviously, drinking water is most important. You can boil it. You can, put some tablets in it. That way you can purify it. But if you're in a situation where you have to pay attention, you're out there and there's war going on or something like that, you're not going to be worried about, and I'm not trying to be gross, but you're not going to be worried about taking a shower.
Oh yeah.
You're going to be wiping yourself down every once in a while, but you're not going to be using so much water either, in a situation like that.
Right, for sure. So we got a question here. It is a it is a 38-foot Bluebird International bus that we converted into an RV. Arco came and helped us cut the roof off because for some reason I'm a little bit oversized, so I had to lift the roof up 18 inches.
I was saying, we had to lift the roof 19 feet so this guy could stand up inside there. How tall are you?
6'5".
It seems like you're like 6'8" or something,
6'5" and overweight.
Oh,
whatever. So we converted the bus and we built it to go off grid. So like I said, we've been off grid for 2 months, and I probably spent $30 in gas. That's it. Everything else has been
crazy.
All my electric, like everything in here is all running off my batteries right now because it's dark.
And like right now on Randy's channel, he's actually building a cabin, like an off-grid style cabin also, which I've been really watching that, waiting for a new video on that because it's super interesting to me doing the off-grid thing, like with my cabin,
Right.
And
right.
same thing with your bus. I really like the off-grid. I mean, if I had the chance to live in a bus and trick one out and live the way you're doing, like nomadic lifestyle, I would do it, man. And I'm starting to see more and more people do that nowadays.
Yeah, it's a lot. So I still have room under my bed for probably another 50 gallons. And I think I might add another 50-gallon water tank.
Can you put that up on what John just said?
Let's see. Wait a minute. No, so we're let's see, the bus is 11. I think with my solar panels and everything on the roof, I think I'm at 11.9. And
you got plenty of room then.
Yeah, so you can go 13.5
So Matt Thompson is asking, where can you go watch all the videos and stuff? If you could put your channel up there.
Okay, 1 second.
And then you can go to his channel, and then my channel also. It's the bus build that we did, and we posted videos. There's, I think, how many people were there building the bus?
15.
So there was 15 people there, and I think pretty much all of us filmed and put them on our channels. So it's really cool to see different, like angles with the cameras and stuff with everybody's videos, and doing the same job that same day. It's a lot of fun watching it, where you could actually hear people talking on this side and then see different angles, and then another guy's channel, you go over there and you'll catch something that you didn't see on the other channel. Yeah. It was a really good time, man. We had a blast.
It was a great event. You can ask friends. You can ask friends to come help, but they don't come. And then you can ask car guys all over the country to help, and they came in from all over the country. I couldn't get my friends that live down the street from me to come help.
It was a lot of fun though, man.
Oh yeah.
So Ozark Woodsman, what's up, brother? Thanks for showing up. That's really cool too, because I actually met him on Randy's live the other night, and he came over here obviously from Randy's. And then here's another one, Herbert T Outdoors, man. This is cool having all you guys here, man. Thank you.
Oh, welcome.
Appreciate you guys showing up. Yeah, and if you guys get a chance, go to these guys' channels and sub them. I subbed every one of their channels last night. They all have really good content, really cool stuff. And there's a couple of them. I'm not trying to be a jerk, but some of the stuff I'm not going to be interested in, so I won't sub on certain channels. But every one of these guys, I subbed all their channels because all of it's like really interesting stuff, like what we like the skills that we practice or the stuff that we do every day. You know, like EDC or whatever. You know.
Hey everybody, can you put your YouTube channels in the chat so we can all follow you? And so a little bit about my channel, my Busting Out Schoolie channel, is it's the whole build of this bus. So, you know, we started documenting when we bought the bus through the whole build, and now that we're traveling, we're still keeping the channel going, showing how we're doing things and what we're doing. So yeah, please go check us out.
Hey, can you put up Ozark Woodman's last comment there? So he said Randy shot a flare for all of us to watch. That was really cool. Thank you, Randy.
Oh, thank you, Randy. Appreciate it.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah, we're trying to we put this channel together so we can learn from you guys, and we might be able to give some knowledge out as well. So that's why we're doing this channel.
And there's that old saying, like you know, strength in numbers. You know, that's one of the things when I used to teach survival classes is there would be a lot of times where people would be scared. We'd be out there with like I only had about 7 guys total out in the woods, but they would get nervous or scared or whatever. But if we would all come together as a team, all of us in you know, because there'd always be somebody scared to death of dark. You know, it would get pitch black. We didn't have any, you know, flashlights or any of that crap out there. So it was fun to teach people how to do different skills so that you could be out there together as a team and work together, you know, with all those skills instead of just, you know, so you don't feel like you're alone or whatever. So a community. Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to subscribe to Matt's channel.
Hey, if you guys, the other thing I was gonna say is Ozark Woodsman or Herbert or Randy, any of you guys, if there's anything you want to see as far as skills or anything that you want to talk about on this channel, throw it up there. Let us see. And we can either I'll do videos of it and we'll do different things out in the woods, or we can put that up on the channel and talk about it right now or in another upcoming episode. And the other thing is that any of you want to come onto our show one of these nights on a Sunday and check, you know, and go live, we would absolutely love to have you guys on the channel.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
I mean, we all have we have a lot of common, you know, in common together. The Purple Rain Gang.
This is great, man. I appreciate everybody coming on.
Hey, Randy, when do we get your butt on here? I don't know. He might have fell asleep. He's probably sleeping in his damn topper right now. Yeah, it's been crazy in the shop, man. You should see that unibody. You should see how the floors are turning on that thing. Sick.
Yeah.
Man, it's gorgeous.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm excited to get back up there and see it in person.
So Randy just said he's down for whenever.
We can set it up for not next week. We do it every other week. So the next show we can set you up for that. Let me give you let's see. How can he get a hold of me? I'll give you my email. I'll put my email in the chat. Wait, what is my email?
Randy, go have it tattooed on you so you don't get it, okay? Sunday after next, yes.
Yes. And if anybody else wants to get on, email me and I'll get you all set up to be on the show.
Hey, Randy, how big is that cabin that you're building? You did a video the other day. You were doing like the front door and some other stuff on the front of your cabin. What size is that thing? I'd like to see some more videos on that if you got time, you know.
Hollywood's becoming a beast, huh?
Oh yeah, he's an awesome fabricator, welder, painter, and we just got that 4x8 plasma table, so it's on now.
Yeah. Oop. Sorry, my fingers are getting crazy on the keyboard here. Oh yeah, Bill, you got the same shirt? Yeah, Paul brought these into the roof raise. Yep.
I found my shirt the other day because I was looking for my damn keys when I lost them when we came back from Duluth. And I looked everywhere, finally gave up, said forget it, started having new keys made, walked in the house yesterday, grabbed my red and black jacket, pulled it out of the closet, and I heard ching, ching, ching. They were in the pocket. I was so mad. Oh my gosh. You know how many times I went inside the pockets of that stupid jacket?
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
You know
it was
what?
like,
Heidi hid them from you, then she put them
I
in the
think she
jacket.
was messing with me, bro. And she says I'm like this. Now I know why.
Yep.
The one I'm living in. Oh, so you are actually living in it. That is amazing. 14 by 20. I'm gonna. Oh, there you go. Now I don't need my glasses. I'm gonna start back in the former one next weekend. Oh man, awesome.
That
Can't
is
wait to
great.
see that. Yeah, I can't wait to see that.
So that's kind of what we're going to do. We're going to look for some land somewhere. While we're traveling, we're looking for a place we want to maybe buy a piece of land and probably do a 14 by 20 or 16 by 20 shed and just pull in with the bus and plug it up. So the shed won't have any electric, but when we pull in with our bus, it would just, connect to our solar. And that's what we're thinking about doing.
So you wouldn't even have to have electric on the property then.
No, nope. Just
amazing.
I'm thinking maybe have a well done, have a well put in, and then after that, just off grid. The only thing to be there is water.
So do you know if the reason I asked this is we were watching Destination Adventure on YouTube, and he's in Canada, and they made him get a permanent. Heidi might have to correct me on this, a permanent address or whatever. So he built a small cabin on a piece of property he calls Lot 32. Mm-hmm. That's another channel that I'm going to try to get on here soon, but he's got an amazing channel. But he had to have that to keep running his YouTube channel. They wouldn't let him without that address and stuff and anywhere to call home. And really? He was doing what you're doing. He's in a motorhome jamming around all over the place,
Wow.
But he had to have that so he could keep running his YouTube channel.
That's crazy.
And I was like, how can they make you do that? That's like forcing you to have a piece of land or whatever, or a residence, a permanent residence,
Yep. Well, there's a trick to that.
YouTube wants a physical address, is what Heidi was saying.
Yeah. So there's a trick to that. You can there's places that will rent you a permanent address.
Really?
Yep. I think there's some places in Utah or maybe somewhere out here out west, but you pay them a yearly fee and they'll give you an address, a permanent address, and then they'll forward your mail to wherever you need it to.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, because I looked into that about our mail because we're out traveling now, and I wanted to see what we can do with our mail. So we didn't do that because my daughter's still at the house, so she just mails it to us. But
yeah,
if she wasn't there, I wouldn't have an address. I'd have it forwarded to one of these places.
Huh. So that makes sense. I mean, if you got somebody that can mail the stuff to you and you're showing that you have an address, they can't really mess with you then,
So we just found out Randy's my cousin, Randy Lee.
Randy Lee, who's that? Louis Lee, I'm Randy.
Cousins, homie. Yep, Bruce is our uncle.
Bruce Lee. Yep. I don't know. It's getting kind of deep in here. Hi, Mo. Where's that big ugly guy of yours at? He's probably sleeping or eating. I know him. Postal annex shops that give a physical address. Huh.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm learning this kind of stuff, being a full-time traveler. You gotta learn all this stuff, man, because like you said, you can get messed up with YouTube or something like that. But that's weird that they make you have a address.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I hear somebody yelling.
Somebody in trouble.
Yeah, one of the dogs probably. Heidi's on the deck screaming, yelling at the dogs. So what's your next plan with the bus? What's your you were talking about doing like your leather stuff and whatever. I mean, what's your next plan as far as like bringing in money and setting your shop up, that kind of stuff?
So right now, we're here. We've been here for 2 months here in Quartzsite. So I have a little shop where I'm doing my leather stuff right now. But next year, I think I might put together some kind of trailer where I can put the Jeep in the trailer and all my sewing machines and all my leather stuff inside the trailer. Then no matter where I go, I can do my leather stuff. You know what I mean?
And then it'll be nice because then you'll be able to hit more of those events that you're close to while you're there.
Yep, I can hit events. And I can still do mail order leather products and my 3D printer and all that stuff. All that stuff's at home, man. And I'm hurting. I could be doing all kind of stuff because I got the time now. So
yeah,
I think I'm gonna do a trailer, pull a trailer
that'd be
behind.
awesome.
Yeah,
It'd be amazing. And I know you'll set it up right because I mean your bus is awesome. The way you set it up. Is there anything you would change on your bus? Like drastic?
No. Basically, I think I want to add more water tank. So I have 100-gallon now. I think I want to put I got room for another 50, I think. 50 gallons. So that's one thing I would do. And I would put more storage boxes on the side, on the outside. So that's what I'm going to do.
Tools and stuff, you mean?
Yeah, for tools or food or like my off-grid stuff. I like to, have storage for that. And and now that I've been sitting out here, remember when I was telling you I started a hydroponic garden in my basement?
A long time ago.
Yeah. So now that I'm sitting out here, I was like, I could have did that out here if I'd have brought my tubes. I had those tubes where you grow out of, so I could do that out here, and it don't take up a lot of space. So next year I'll probably do that and grow my own vegetables out here in the desert where I'm sitting here.
Man, that'd be sweet.
Yeah.
They're gonna go by Quartzsite and they're gonna be smelling weed. They're gonna be like looking around. Cheech and Chong's over there growing some wacky tobacco.
Yeah, the hydroponic system is pretty cool, man. And you know what? I'm gonna have to do something for here to show that stuff because it's real easy to do, and you can grow a lot of food off grid with no electric or anything. As long as you got a little bit of sun, I mean, you could really grow a lot of stuff. Help
That'd
survive.
be a lot of fun to do too. A lot of the learning curve and everything would be fun just to learn how to do all that stuff. Randy was just saying you could paint it like the
Partridge Family.
The Partridge Family. Yeah. And then Matt Thompson was saying, how long did you teach for? He's talking about doing the survival skills. I'm actually thinking about doing it again, to be honest. And that's Heidi and I keep talking about doing that. I would really like to get hooked up with the search and rescue around here because there's a lot of people that, can go into certain spots, but there's not a lot of people that can go get dumped off in the woods for weeks at a time and have like a couple things on them and just take off and go look for somebody, and I'd like to do that. But so how long did I teach? I'd say about 24 years old. I got into really, really hardcore. My uncle taught me a lot of stuff. And then he did military, what do you call it? Not SAS, special forces. And so he showed me a lot of cool things. And when I learned that from him, I was like, man, this is awesome. And then to learn survival skills, I kind of took it in another direction to do bushcrafting. I got into that real heavy. And then I realized that, you could use those survival skills to teach. And then, so long story short, I would say about a hard 9 years, somewhere in there, that I always taught survival skills, and I was really heavy into it. And then kind of got busy with work and everything and didn't have time to do it. Went through a divorce, all that crap, ended up in Minnesota, long story short. And then, and what drew me to Minnesota is like Heidi says, you actually have to know survival skills here just to live here, to be in Minnesota. It's like living in Alaska or something where we're at. I mean, we're on the Canadian border, and like right now outside it's 17 degrees, and I'd be outside in a t-shirt right now because it's nice and warm, but 17 degrees, most people freeze to death, and a lot of the times it's 30, 40, 50 below zero here. And I'm really thinking about it, and my son's really getting into it, and we've actually been talking about that a lot. It would be fun to go out and teach the survival skills again and kind of take it to a new level. Now that I'm filming with YouTube and stuff, you can go back and watch a lot of my old videos on my Outlaw Edge YouTube channel. And shout outs.
Yeah, Randy jumping off.
And you can watch a lot of my like survival skill videos and stuff. That's how I started Outlaw Edge as a survival channel. And then when I did a couple hot rod videos, then people wanted to see all the stuff that I do in the shop, and it kind of took off from there. And I just left it like that. And then when I was talking to Louis, I was like, I'd like to put, some of those videos on this channel. And we got this channel started recently and just kind of went from there, Hopefully I answered your question. I'm rambling on.
Let's see what we got here.
Yes, and that's the plan, man.
Yep.
And when I say teaching survival skills, I'm not talking like camping, hiking, fishing, hunting. I'm talking taking somebody out in the woods and they have a knife. And of course, you're in Minnesota, so I'm going to give them a jacket, and dropping them for 2 weeks in the middle of nowhere and walking away and don't say a word. I mean, hardcore survival skills. You got to learn how to deal with the bugs. You got to learn how to wild edibles. What are you going to live off? What if you cut yourself? How do you take care of yourself? How to boil water? How to start fire? How to purify water? It's endless, and it's a combination of survival skills and bushcrafting. And I really like doing that kind of stuff. It's a passion.
Right.
But then, that's kind of what we started this channel for. Louis and I did is he's more into the urban skills. I'm more into the wood skills. And we were like, let's flip flop those, put them together, and we'll make a channel. And that's kind of what we did,
Right. Let's see. I'll put it up on the screen. There you go.
Thank you. Yeah, because it's way down here. I can't even hardly see it. That's awesome, man.
Yep. This is stuff you don't learn in school, and it's too late if something happens and you don't have any of the skills. So that's why we want to share this with much people as possible, because every day is not guaranteed.
And this is gonna sound real like crass, or I don't know how you want, like not rude, but if you love your children or you love your family or your friends, take them out in the woods and hand them a lighter and some matches and all this kind of stuff, and say, I want you to start a fire because it's cold. I want you to boil water so you can purify it, and start teaching them those skills. And then one by one, start taking those skills away from them and say, now you have to do it this way. Now you have one match. Now you're going to take that match. I'm going to take that match away. Mm-hmm. Now do it with no matches, and watch what happens. I promise you, bro, every guy that I've ever taught how to make fire without matches, all you have is sticks and rocks and like a caveman, like primitive style skills. They have bawled like a little baby when they got fire started, and because it's powerful, man. It's very spiritual. You have to you can't just go out there and say, oh, I'm going to start a fire and get stuff going because I'm freezing. You got to think you're freezing now. You need a fire now, especially in Minnesota. In Arizona, you might be like, 3-4 hours, we could get a fire started, whatever. I'm talking like if you're in trouble, if you have your kids out there, whatever, and they get lost in the woods, if they have those skills, that can bring them home that next day,
Yeah. See. see.
5 C's, yeah. Yeah, that's the Dave Canterbury. The 5 C's is the 5 C's of survival. Is Dave Canterbury's? That's what he teaches. And you got cordage, cover. You know, you'd have to look it up, but you'll see what I'm talking about. Where he carries the 5 things to keep you from dying out in the woods. You know, to have those skills. And that's I believe that's an old military adage. What they taught with that right there. So,
Is it?
We actually teach. I would have to send you some videos, but we teach the 50-foot survival school, and that's what it is. You give them a piece of 25-foot string, you put a stake in the ground, and you tell them walk out 25 feet. When that string stops, you got 50-foot radius. I'll see you later. What do you got in the middle of that circle? You're going to survive. That's all you have right here, right now. And you want us to talk about people going like, what? Like they'll freak out. They're going to like.
Yeah, and you know, by doing that, that makes you think about your area that you're going to camp in too, because you got to
Yes.
be real wise.
Your shelter, you know, how can I make fire? Crap, what am I gonna eat out here? Like that's I get so frustrated with people when they're like, oh, we're gonna starve to death. No, you're not. What are we gonna eat? I don't want to hear about food no more. I know, but I'm hungry. No, you're not. 3, 4, 5 days, you start getting a little bit hungry. After about 7 or 8 days, then we'll start talking about looking for food. But until then, I don't want to hear about food. Water, number one. Fire, number one. And I say number one because you have to have fire to boil that water that you just found, because you can't drink the water. You know what I'm saying? It's you'd have to get into the whole survival mentality to do it and learn all that stuff. But I love teaching it, man. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I missed a lot of their messages. I was rambling on.
Oh no, you're good. Let me know if you want to put something up.
No, I think the 5 C's is amazing, man. Herbert. Let's see, how do I do this? I think the 5 C's is really cool because you could teach. Oh crap! I don't want to do that. What am I doing here? The 5 C's is what cordage, cover, container, and you got cover, and then combustion, and you got your fire, and then you have your water procurement. You got a something to put the water in. You have a way to boil the water so you can purify the water. You have your cordage, because your cordage, you could put up your cover. And you know what I'm saying? Like one works with the other, works with the other. You have to have that stuff to live out there in the woods, you know? And especially here in Minnesota, man. I mean, it's when it's 20 below zero and stuff, most people are in their living room. I like to go out in the woods. I like to go out and hike. I don't hunt at all, but I do practice snares and trapping, and I'm not talking about like buying a trap and putting a trap out there. I'm talking about making primitive style traps, you know. But we'll have to do another episode on this. This will go all night, man.
Yeah. All right. So, see any more questions? Because we're gonna shut it down. We've been on 1 hour and 20. So yeah, we'll get Randy on the next show and learn some stuff from him.
And Matt Thompson and Herbert and Randy and all you guys, man, I cannot thank you guys enough for being here, and everybody else, our regulars.
Yeah, thank you.
I really appreciate you guys showing up tonight. It was a lot of fun, man. This was a good show.
Yeah, please share it with all your friends, and I guess we will see you guys in 2 weeks. If I remember, Arco has to text me every 2 weeks to remind me to put the show together.
And usually it goes like this. Hey, are we doing a show tonight? And he's like, oh, crap, give me 5 minutes.
Yeah, we'll get Randy all set up. So it'll be advertised early.
Thanks, you guys.
All right, guys. Have a good night, and we appreciate you.